I find fourth graders do very well in the lab, but with the LabLearner book, sometimes it's really beneficial to copy the page that they need to reference, which is right before the lab that they're working on.
Okay, so what you're saying then is that it's difficult for fourth graders
Absolutely.
to flip back and forth, to go from one page to another, to record their data.
Absolutely.
I see.
What they really need to do is see both face-to-face, side-by-side, so they can reference one versus the other.
Mm-hmm.
To flip back, they lose their trend of thought, they lose their place, and they actually forget to follow the right sequence steps.
That's interesting. That's so interesting. Show me what you've done just for this one. Could you just
For this
show?
particular one, we're doing a performance assessment, and we need to fill out 3 different charts on 3 different specimens. The guidelines for it are on the previous page, along with the question and the steps that they need to follow. So instead of asking them to flip back to follow it, I copied it, and it has that direction right beside their lab workbook.
Okay, so if we walk over and take a look, like at this table here, they've got their book open here, right?
Yes.
But here is what you photocopied.
Absolutely, and then this will tell them exactly what the characteristics are that they're looking for, which makes it a far easier, less time-consuming procedure.
And it's very interesting how you said that as they flip back and forth, they can forget their train of thought and what their purpose is.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Thanks. That's a good. I think that's good advice for a lot of fourth grade teachers, or maybe even fifth grade. Do you think?
Anyone would benefit by that. Even as adults, flipping back, we actually forget where we were at.
Okay.
So this is actually good. And actually, too, that I've also asked them to actually check off sometimes. Some students need the check-off system, where they go bullet by bullet, step by step, and check it off.
And check them off as you go.
Right.
Okay. And do they do that? Is that a part of what you train them to do?
Some students don't need to do it.
Some don't.
Some
I'll tell you, when
students
I worked in my own lab, I always had to check, or else I would do something twice or skip a step.
Absolutely.
Well,
then I think they find it so much more beneficial for them, and then they never lose their train of thought, and everything makes sense.
It makes sense. Well, thank you.
Thank you.